Just another day in crypto, right? The market taking a huge dump down to about 3.17 trillion, breaking the 3.2 trillion resistance. But what happened? And why did the market bounce back so much? What's happening next? And ultimately, what are some price predictions over the course of the next 6 days as we run towards that Trump inauguration? Well, I've got it all for you in this video. And if that's something you like the sound of, then make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Do check the links out for everything in the description. With that being said, let's get into this video. So it may not look much right now, but we actually saw a pretty big candle today, wicking all the way down to $89,000 on Bitcoin. And a lot of the market went into free fall. We actually saw us drop as low as 3.17 trillion, breaking that 3.2 trillion key resistance level. And again, markets capitulates. Altcoins, as you would expect, getting absolutely slaughtered today. But we'll come back and talk about the chart in a minute. This very, very obvious head and shoulders pattern playing out with a price target range of potentially $86,000 as this kind of forms could be key over the course of the next couple of days. Equally, we may be about to see a nice potential move to the upside. So I guess first and foremost is what happened. Well, we saw significant numbers of liquidations coming on those longs of around $592 million over the last 24 hours. Interestingly enough, in the last 4 hours alone, 106 million of shorts done. Now you ask yourself, why would we see so much capitulation on both the longs and the shorts? Well, this is simple market mechanics, bull market, if you will. Lots of traders, as well as some exchanges, taking advantage of people positioning themselves what they assume is the bottom. And many people think we have significant more upside to come. Lots of people even predicting that we could see a big, big rally. If you were to take a look at presidential elections, the obvious is ahead of us. We see this very much. As we come into the election, we see a general move. We then see into the inauguration a pump. Then we'll see the capitulation, which I've talked about. And then the assumption would be a significant rally. Now, listen to what Tommy Lee had to say, what his price predictions are for this year.
For those folks who are watching who are not in Bitcoin or are thinking about buying Bitcoin at these prices, are you saying that this is a fair and good price to get in? Or are you saying wait because you think it's going farther down?
You know, Bitcoin is something you need to be long-term focused. I don't think anyone's going to lose money buying here at 90. If they're trying to time this, maybe they'll get lucky and it goes to 70. But to me, Bitcoin could be significantly higher this year, you know, maybe 200, 250. So I think 90 is still a good entry point.
So 200,000, 250,000 could play out quite aggressively over the course of this next few months. This could be ultimately bullish long term. So the obvious question is, what truly happened today? Well, currently the markets are uncertain. They had a better than expected jobs report. In fact, over 100,000 jobs were created in the month of December versus the expectation, which wasn't anywhere near that. In fact, 267,000 jobs created versus 160,000 as the target. The market's therefore assuming that we could see a recession or that the market needs to panic. Now, obviously, we then saw the nervousness around Trump, a lot of stuff around tariffs, which is obviously driving everything. And obviously those fires going on in Los Angeles as well, all of which bringing together some uncertainty. We obviously know that there's an expectation that Donald Trump could be seen as the biggest enforcer of those policies when he gets in. In fact, taking those presidential actions as he comes in, Joe Biden currently holding the record there with over 11 on day one. Executive orders could be the name of the game for Trump, expecting maybe 3 times that amount. But I guess the question is, did you panic? Did you sell or did you hold your bags? My view, by the way, is that there is a big moment to come. I think Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets are setting up for a massive rally. I'm going to tell you why. This was leaked earlier by the Washington Post saying, Sachs and members of the Trump transition team have been working closely with crypto leaders to finalize a legislative strategy. And Trump is expected to issue executive orders on the first day of his presidency that may address issues including debanking and the repeal of a controversial crypto accounting policy requiring banks holding digital assets to count them as liabilities on the bank's own balance sheet. According to a person involved with the conversation, the Trump team has made it clear this is a priority, the person added. Now, whether this will come to effect or not, who knows? This is obviously incredibly bullish, and we know that Trump is very much pro-cryptocurrency. We know they have to get to work in terms of finding some capital, while at the same time making the average American's life better by not costing as much on food, groceries, energy, and everything in between. So this is going to be a big catalyst. And more importantly, we definitely could see, therefore, a strong move. Markets, like I said, rallied on the back of that and certainly feel better from where we've been. And I think this is very, very interesting and how it's all playing out. So when you start to look here just at the Bitcoin chart, again, this massive wick down like we've had before, then follows a strong rally. We actually have had it 3 times previous where the following ended up being a big rally. In fact, on every occasion, we generally saw the continuation of the upside move. That absolutely may play out perfectly once again for Bitcoin. You can also see here that we have a strong move on the Bollinger Bands as well as some tightening coming in, which could absolutely tell us we're going to see a further push to the upside, as well as an altcoin ease, which has been significant over the course of the last few days. The overall market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum pushing down a little bit, once again breaking this key resistance at 920. And like we said on the total market cap minus Bitcoin, actually a slightly better picture. Holding this resistance around 1.33 trillion, this is key. Now, I said right at the very start of this video, the overall market cap holding 3.2. Well, guess what? We are at 3.2 exactly. So if we close the daily candle at around 3.2 trillion, then I think we're fine. I think this is a good news story. And like I said, if you look at where that support level is, how many we cross through, how many times we've used this as both resistance and support, I think this is a key level for us right now. And like I said, Bitcoin holding around 94,300. I'd like to see a little bit higher, but for me, this is the key metric that we're going to keep an eye out for on the Bitcoin price, and there'll be more to come. I still think Bitcoin's in for a big week. I still think the Trump effect will take account. It'll be more interesting as we hear more of these news around executive orders. We'll keep you posted as always right here on the 2Bit Crypto channel. So make sure you're subscribed and you've hit that like button, and do check out some of the social media posts. We're now on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and everything else. So check out those links as always in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.